Good swing, I think. Pretty good change, pretty significant change. I just had to. You sent me over the swing. Had a quick look back to the first swing and I think you've probably halved the amount of deviation that was created. So from the perspective of this sort of movement forward, I think you've halved it, which I think is very good. I think it's very impressive. I'd probably change it now. I think that we just change it between now and the next time, and we just try and do something different. And then the way that you're going to improve it moving forward is through a little bit of exercise and understanding which muscles should be activated and stuff. But I just want to try something different before we go down that route. The other thing is, in terms of the release pattern, the hit, you will introduce an element of lateral motion. So whether you end up in a backswing which is more centered, or if you shift a little bit, you will have to move a little bit left to help you control that low point, just because the elbow is to the side of your body. So, which is not problematic. I'm just suggesting that in case you didn't really mention about how you're actually hitting the ball, but if the contact is a little indifferent, then we will introduce the element of linear at some stage. I try and work on, on the feeling of staying more centred. So if I kind of demonstrate, from a face-on perspective, this would be kind of like a right-centred rotation. I want you to try and feel like you're staying much more centralised. Now, what will happen when you do this is that you'll introduce what's known as more thoracic extension, and then what will also happen as a byproduct of this is that you'll turn your shoulders steeper. But what I'm hoping is that it will help a newfound perspective of staying in posture. So a very, very simple exercise is that, if I demonstrate from a side-on perspective, in that takeaway, instead of rotating the shoulders too soon, I want you to get the feeling that the cane is dropping more down in that first move instead of moving around. So, from this angle, it's more that way in terms of that first move, not necessarily so much this way in that first bit. And then I'm hoping that even if you just got the chance just to do this drill and you want to send this back, but then what I'm hoping is that will help you stay much more in posture in that backswing position, and improve things. So it'll make you look a little bit more that way, but I think it will improve that drifting forward.